Welcome to another live episode
of
Halftime Adjustments. Here, G-Wit.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
Tighten up.
It's
live.
on. It's on. It's
Win
on.
and get in.
Win and get in, man.
And what a big weekend for football if you want to start it off that way. But I can't start the show without saying this, man. Merry Christmas to all you. Hope you had a good Christmas holiday. And
Titans gave us a good Christmas present today.
And remember what the reason for the holiday is.
Exactly right.
And Happy New Year, because we won't see y'all until after the New Year holiday. So had to get that out, guys, for all those that join in the show live and support us, man. So I hope you had a good holiday with your family, able to spend time with them. And so, like I said, man, big weekend for football.
Huge.
Win and get in.
Yes, sir.
But it started off, man, and I got to mention this. I got to mention it.
Well, I was
outstanding football yesterday in the college football playoffs, man.
Oh.
I mean, outstanding.
Yeah.
You got to give credit to the, I mean, what else could you ask for in that Final Four?
Let's put it like this, man. One game was
LSU was boat race.
It was a boat race.
The
other one, there was some questionable things that happened, but overall, the bottom line, it turned into a good game.
Yeah.
I have issues with one particular call, but we're not gonna get into detail because this is about the Titans. Funny thing about today is the fact that everything kind of fell into place the way we needed them to.
It did, and it was a good way to end the year on the last weekend of 2019.
Absolutely.
Last weekend of football, and a big win. It was win and get in, right?
Win and get in
was the name of the game.
We can breathe a little bit
now. And could breathe a little bit, and 35-14. And I mean, what can you say?
Hey, here's the thing about it, man. What you got to enjoy is the fact that they did go out there and they did take care of business.
Yeah.
We got some things we got to talk about, but that's the one thing you wanted to see. They went out there offensively, they look good. Defense, well, we're gonna get into that and everything, but that's the one thing you wanted to see. Again, Kansas City winning their game helped us out a little bit because you knew then that they had no reason to play. They weren't going to improve any way, shape, form, or fashion, so they had no reason to put anybody in there. They started off with a few of them, but they ended up taking people out and everything, so it ended up being pretty much we had it in control from the first quarter on, I would say. And it was just a matter of time just getting everything together.
Yeah, so let's get into some of the aspects of the game, and then we'll talk about the first round matchup with a familiar foe. It's kind of ironic that this matchup is set up the way it is because there's a lot of ties between both organizations.
Absolutely.
And if you want to beat somebody in the playoffs, this is the team you want to get.
Well, yeah, you want to go in there. You want to you want to win. You want to go in there. You want to win convincingly. Yeah. And that's what happened tonight. And that's the main thing that makes us feel better because we won convincingly. So it's a lot better.
And so just to start off, so the Titans coming in, like you said, win and get in. A lot of things had to fall in place. Some things fell in place early in the game. Wanted to really see if Derrick Henry, the hamstring, how it was going to be in this game today. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, he looked healthy today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ran the ball strong. The short yardage runs were really good. He was hitting the hole pretty well. The blocking took a little while, but again, I think once they started rolling, and that was it. I mean, he ran the ball well. Yeah. He ran the ball well. You knew it was going to be a 100-yard day for him from the get-go because the way he started running, he started making some big runs and everything. And you start seeing some people not really want to tackle him.
Yeah, you saw what we didn't see a couple weeks ago against the Texans the last time we played him, that he getting to the edge more. Yeah. So you knew the hamstring was healthy. Yeah. Because he wasn't able to do that in that first game.
No.
He was more straight ahead, downhill running. He was to the edge.
He was popping it outside, right. And taking some corners. And actually that first run where he got the first down, took the corner, the linebacker had a bead on him, outran him, ended up getting hit by the safety, but still had the strength to get the first down. So when you saw that run, you knew he was in good shape.
Man, you got to take your hat off because this is something that hadn't happened here in a while or ever since the Titans have been here. So we had a 1,000-yard rookie, possibly the rookie of the year. Possibly. We had the rushing champ, 1,500 yards rushing, and we had the quarterback with the highest completion percentage in the NFL this year.
That doesn't happen with us, man.
No, and that's
unprecedented, man.
And that's
unprecedented.
I mean, you look at the 9-7 record. You know there was a couple of games that it could have went either way.
Absolutely,
and we could have picked up at least a 10th or 11th win on the season. Yeah. But I just don't think this is a team that want to be seen in the playoffs because of this run game that's coming.
Well, it's the run game. Yeah. You're exactly right, the run game. But let's be real about it also. We got to talk about this defense.
Yeah, we got to talk
about this defense.
There's a problem.
There's a problem. There's a fly in the ointment as far as I'm concerned. We're going to address this one.
So, 10 straight games, Tannehill has thrown a TD pass. Is one of the longest in the history of the franchise since McNair.
7 straight games with 2 TD passes.
Right, he breaks Mariota's record in 16. Ironic. Yep. He's top 10 in the league as far as pass rating, and like you said, mentioned already, leading the league in completion percentage.
Yeah.
And then another thing that happened in this game, which was pretty cool to me, was the second drive with 15 plus plays in the drive for the Titans this year.
Yeah.
And where they scored a touchdown.
Absolutely.
And ate up over 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and quarter. And the broadcasters brought that out. That's one thing they knew about the Titans. They're capable of taking long drives. I mean, we converted some good third downs. Tannehill was on point.
Yeah.
Man, Tajay Sharp, that one catch he made.
That's
why they didn't call holding on that play, I'll never know.
Yes, but I thought the same thing, man.
But I mean, just still the concentration to make and keep your feet in. To make the catch and everything and hold on to the ball. I thought that was great.
Yeah, so let's look at it, Grove. So the Titans defer to the second half, and the Texans get the ball, and they drive 15 plays for 75 yards over 7 minutes. I didn't like the defense coming out. It was really soft.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of cover 2 and playing the corners off against their backup quarterback.
No, that's the thing that was driving me crazy, man. I'm like, and again, I always say this, every time I complain about the defense, I yield to Dean Pease, but I just don't understand. Seriously, I don't, because I'm looking at this like I wanted to come in there. In my mind, I'm thinking we come in there, we're putting a knockout punch on them.
Right.
And I'm thinking we're going to be. I'm thinking we're going to be aggressive with them. I'm thinking we're going to hit them hard.
Right.
We're going to play up close and everything. And when he comes out in that soft cover 2, and nobody was taking the back out of the backfield at all, and then on top of that, we're missing tackles.
A lot of tackles missed today.
And if nothing else, that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
But, somebody was in the building today.
Yeah.
So
they were in the building. And so,
I'm sorry.
The thing is, I just don't understand the sense of urgency on the defensive side of the ball was not there.
No.
You saw the offense side of the ball.
Yeah.
Here you are, you're playing for your playoff life.
Yeah.
This is potentially the last game of your season for 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And you come out and you lay a dud, I'm going to say a dud on defense for the most part.
Yeah.
Playing against some second and third string players.
Yeah, and that's the thing that drove me crazy. You're playing against second and third string.
Yeah.
And you made AJ McCarron look like he was an all-pro.
They were praising him. He was good backup quarterback.
I was like, he's getting ready to be Tom Brady.
He's a backup quarterback for a reason, right?
But the bottom line was they were giving him the short outs, and guys were actually not. And the thing that drove me crazy, they were not making tackles.
Missed a lot of tackles.
I can understand the soft cover 2 sometimes, but you gotta tackle. And these guys. I'm just going to put this out, and you're a defensive guy, so you'll understand this. I don't get, you see a pass going to the running back in the flat. Mm-hmm. You know he's getting ready to catch it. Mm-hmm. Why do you wait till he catches it and turns around to try to tackle him instead of tackling him as soon as he makes the catch?
I don't know. I was sitting there thinking the same thing. I said, why not? Why are you not attacking? Attack. Don't sit there and wait until you stop your feet.
Yeah, and then you're stuck in the mud.
And your momentum is gone.
You can't react.
Yeah, and then Deion said it right. They were overrunning the play.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so,
we got away with some things tonight. Jayon Brown, man, somebody needs to smack him upside his head, man.
Yes.
The quarterback slide. What are you going down
for? He was very fortunate that he didn't get they missed it.
Obviously, I think it was a thing because you notice that whole first half, you didn't have a penalty till like about 5 minutes left to go.
That's right.
In the second quarter.
That's right.
So I'm thinking the officiating today was like, let's let these guys play. Let's let them get in. And if it ain't hurting anybody, let's keep it rolling.
There was a lot of stuff riding on the line today. This was a big game, regardless of who was playing for the Texans today. It was a huge game for the Titans, a playoff game for them, right?
Right.
And Deion, again, we've been saying it all year, man. Stop blitzing the DBs and blitz the linebackers. And when he did do it a couple times this game,
he got to him.
You saw Roberson got another sack.
So got to him.
You got to do more of that, especially coming up this week against Tom Brady, who can easily read the corner blitz coming.
He gonna pick that apart. Okay, come on, man. Let's go. Don't get me started.
Again, like we've seen since Tannehill has taken over the offense, the team, the Titans respond right back on the next drive in 4 plays. The big play, of course, going to A.J. Brown for 51 yards with a good catch and run, man.
Come on. I know them DBs was like, man, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I mean, and he slowed down. I mean, he would have went into the end zone untouched, but he slowed down. But I mean, it was a great pass by Tannehill. It was a good rollout. Well, okay, let me say this.
Yeah.
Starting on that drive, Arthur Smith did something we hadn't seen him do.
Yeah.
Well, I put it like this. He did something that he normally doesn't do.
Yeah.
He actually went play action pass on the first play. Which was smart on his part because he knew everybody was expecting Derrick Henry.
Yeah, they knew it.
They knew
it was coming.
So you got to keep that you got to keep putting things out there to make people think this is what we're going to do.
Right.
Because play action with Derrick Henry, everybody's gearing up. They know we got to stop him. So it was a great play call, and then the third down play when he rolled out and hit and caught A.J. Brown in stride.
Yeah.
Man, then he missed the tackle, he turned the corner, and that was it. He was gone.
That was it. And so tied the game up 7-7. Of course, the force a punt on the next drive, and then the Titans take over again and again, drive the ball down the field. Here's the big drive of the game for over 90 yards.
Yeah.
16 plays.
Yeah.
Over 8 minutes of the game. And so, I mean, that's what you want, right? You want this team ball control, eat the clock up.
And the thing you like about him is you saw who he was hitting with the ball, with the passes.
Right.
Corey Davis, a couple of passes, especially on third down. Like you said, Tajay Sharp. Mm-hmm. He's hitting everybody. We're running the ball good. So that's what you really want to see. Like I said, the offense came and was very efficient today.
Right.
And you had to give them their props for that.
And for again, like I said last week and the week before that, for those questioning Corey Davis, he had a great game today.
Yeah.
He was catching them. He made some great blocks. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, yeah.
He made some great blocks in the run game.
Yep.
And it's something that Deion was saying. He's been taking the role of Delaney, making those blocking because his blocking is so good in the run game.
Absolutely.
And he's also now, it looked like more today, taking some more of the underneath stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so, his game is turning full circle.
Yeah.
And you're seeing a good guy.
And you saw him take advantage of his style. And I can't remember who said it, but you're right. Jayon will be getting a call.
He will.
He had to give up that check today. So
he definitely will.
So that was just a dumb play. All the way around. I mean, and he even when he did it, Mike Vrabel, I give him credit. He looking at him like, what are you thinking?
Right.
The man already done gave up why you going down? All you got to do is touch it.
Right, so the Titans go down the second drive, the second drive they had for that quarter, and Mikael Pruitt get Tannehill on the rollout, improvises. I thought the back judge was going to call pass interference on the offense because if you watch it, it was a pick play by Jonnu.
Yeah, but he started off it within the 1 yard, so he could do that. So they pointed that out. I thought that was really good.
They said do the commercial. That's right. Hey guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Eddie Arnell, G Witt.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
And get in. The Titans pull off the win today, 35-14, to get a trip to New England.
New England, baby. We're on the New England
for the first round of the wild card playoff game.
We're on the Foxborough, baby.
And so the Titans come out. They score again right after the half. Another good drive. 10 straight running plays.
Oh yeah,
down the throat of the Texans. I mean, that was big boy football. And it was a beautiful thing to see.
It was a beautiful thing to see, but then the defense comes out, and I'm like, I just don't understand.
I don't know you.
I don't understand. I mean, your offense comes out, makes a long drive, takes up a lot of time,
and the defense turns around and gives up a long drive.
I'm like, and the thing again, missing tackles. If they're making plays and you contesting and all that, I can deal with that.
Right.
But they're making plays and you're missing tackles and giving them extra yardage. It just didn't make any sense to me. So, to me, those guys, man, they need to go back they need to come to the practice field tomorrow, man, and start hitting the tackling dummy or something. Because something's wrong.
The game plan has got to be much different from going here on out. And so, again, the offense gets the ball back and answers with another drive. But to play the highlight of the drive, I mean, a dime that Tannehill drops right in the pocket. But A.J. Brown with the catch, man. I'm telling you, man.
Man, that was phenomenal.
This kid is special.
Between two defenders.
Man.
And kept his feet in bounds. That's the thing you like about it, and they showed the replay. Yeah. Held the ball, big hands. Yeah. kept it in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be hard to vote against him for Rookie of the Year. I will say that.
I agree with you, Deion. It's all on Dean Pease, man. It's his scheme. It's his system.
Yeah.
I just don't understand Vrabel being the head coach. Why don't he intervene? Maybe. And me and Jabbar talked before the show. And maybe it's because he respects Dean Pease and his position.
Well, I'm sure he do. But here's the other problem I have with that whole situation. Yeah. There's nobody on the defensive side of the ball on the field yelling at people, telling them to make the tackle. Right. Where's that leadership? Like a Keith Bullock would do, and will just jump on somebody's case. Like, dude, make the tackle. We got to get off the field. Yeah. So Jarrell Casey's not doing. Kevin Byers not doing it. I'm looking for Rashawn Evans to do it. Somebody on that field has got to make these players stand up. Kenny Vaccaro, I don't care who it is. Yeah. But somebody's got to go off on these players and tell them to start making these tackles, quit missing so many. Because you go against New England and you start missing tackles, we're going to get boat race, man. Come on. Ooh. You can't do that. Exactly. I agree. Where's Casey? He needs to be stepping up. He's the vet on the team, on the defense. He's the longest tenured player on the defense.
That's right.
So, he needs to be saying something.
Need to be getting in people's faces and everything. Just like Taylor Lewan was getting in the offensive line's face when they was like, man, we got to get in
we got to get this rushing. Like, come on, man. We got to get this.
We got to get these yards.
We got to get these yards. Everybody need to block.
That's right. And so after punting between the teams 2 by each, KB steps up, gets a pick off the tip pass.
The Mayor of Murfreesboro strikes
again.
It was a garbage pick, but we'll take it.
And then the Beast goes 53 to get the rushing the rushing title for this year. Goes over 200 yards for the game. Yeah. Goes over 1,500 yards for the game. And man,
for the year.
The year.
And missed the game.
And what a season, right? Yeah. What a season for him.
But here's the other thing too, man. Yeah. What have we been saying for 2 years?
Run the beast.
Feed the beast, man.
Feed the beast.
Feed the beast. Come on now. He really, when you, like we said, the Joker's a power runner, and you see that when he how competitive he is. Yep. And you see that when he gets on the field, he's healthy. Yeah. And he was healthy today.
He was healthy.
When he and you saw him stride out. Granted, it wasn't like we normally see, but on the 53-yarder, man, he broke free. They couldn't catch him.
And he was able to cut.
Yep.
And so, hey man, he looked good. The week off, even though we didn't like it last week, it helped him. He's healthier. I'm not gonna say he's 100%. He's probably about 90.
Yeah, but he's a lot healthier.
He's healthy enough to carry the team through the playoffs, right?
Yeah. Bottom line is for him, and with his competitiveness and. That's all he's been talking about. Yeah. They're back in the playoffs. He's like, no, we getting ready to go play. Everybody's got to be ready to play.
You can't ask for anything else, right?
Exactly
they did exactly what they need to do. And so Derrick Henry goes, like I said, 211 yards. He's up for 1540 on the year. Yeah. Outstanding. And so, and then A.J. Brown, of course, he goes over 1,000 yards. He has 52 receptions for 1,051 yards, 8 touchdowns. What a year, man, for this kid. Only 52 receptions.
Yeah.
52 receptions. Yeah. And you think about the games that Marcus played, and he had one game over 100 yards against the Falcons.
Yeah, that was it.
And so, you just think about that.
And that's the thing about it. Oh, and we got to see a Marcus sighting
today. I was going to say that, and I forgot, but I'm glad you brought it up. So we saw a wrinkle today, and I don't know if that was just something to show the Patriots or what we saw him twice in the game. And I knew it was going to be some type of read option. And so, maybe they could use him like that. I don't know.
Right now, everybody who's healthy is got to be ready to play. Yeah. Marcus, you give him his credit, goes in there for one play, makes the pass play.
Great pass.
Nice pass and everything. So, you like what you see out of him. Yeah. And again, you saw Arthur Smith come to play. Yep. Now, I got to be real. He's going into the playoffs, and he's getting ready to go up against a defensive mastermind.
Yeah,
And I'm going to say about Arthur Smith, and one thing you notice in the division, we lost the first game to every team, and then we won the second game. And the offense was a lot better in the second game than it was in the first game. So you see how he's starting to get his feel for the division and everything. So. There could be some good things ahead for us with the way Arthur Smith is playing.
Right, I know. It was a good ball. He threw a good ball. It was on time. And what else could you ask? That's true. And look, and you, again, and I hate to talk about this much, but you have to, he threw it with some purpose. He stepped into the ball. He stepped into the throw. The throw was on the line. It was had zip on it.
Yep.
And hopefully he's learned something and to help his career.
Well, you hope so, man, because like you said, he's going to be playing somewhere.
Yeah,
he's definitely going to be playing somewhere. So we'll just see how it goes, man. But yeah, Rodney, you're exactly right. That if there's an Achilles heel right now, and I never thought we'd have to say this, it's the defense, man.
The defense is and it's funny how this season started off because the defense was carrying the team. So now the offense is carrying the team, and the defense is suffering. And you can say all you want to about the injuries. You got to make plays.
Well, here's my thing about
injuries don't affect your tackling.
No.
Right?
No.
Injuries don't affect your coverage some fashion.
But here's my thing about it. I mean, I'm watching, you lining up, and again, it ain't like you're playing DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller and Kenny Stills. They didn't even play at all.
Right.
And you're backing up 10 yards off of these receivers. I'm like,
I don't understand.
I yield to him because he's smarter than me. But I would love for him to just give an explanation on it. I really would.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jabbar. Malcolm Butler is missed because he's our physical corner, our most physical corner that we have, and can play man-to-man coverage and get up in your face and bump around. And so, we'll see. One thing, and let's go ahead and start talking about it a little bit as we go to switch gears to the playoff matchup against New England.
Woo!
And that so New England, they got the number one defense in the NFL,
Absolutely.
only giving up 13 points a game, which
Absolutely.
Which is going to be tough. Second against the pass, and so it's going to be a tough football game because A.J. Brown is probably going to draw Stephen Gilmore, one of the best corners, if not the best corner in the NFL, and that's going to be a matchup itself.
Yeah.
And so and New England plays a lot of man coverage.
Yeah.
And so we've got to be able to get open.
Here's the thing about it. They're going to take away AJ Brown.
Yeah.
You know that. So Ryan Tannehill's got to be ready for that. Corey Davis has got to be ready for that.
John New Smith's got to be ready.
John New Smith has got to be ready. Tajay Sharp's got to be ready. You're hoping. Here's the thing you're hoping, in all honesty.
Yeah.
And I think Jabbar mentioned it earlier. Mm. You're hoping that they held Adoree', Humphreys, and those guys. You hope they held them out this week.
Yeah.
Saying we can go out and win the game without them. Yep. You'll be rested and ready to go for the playoffs because that's what they're going to need. They're going to need Humphreys out there on the underneath stuff and everything. You're exactly right. It's going to be, bottom line is like this. We said it earlier. The receiving room for this team is the best we've seen. And this is a game coming up to where that can really come to fruition, where you got a lot of options and you can't be afraid to use them. It's the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So you're hoping that Mike Vrabel is in his mind is saying, look, it's the playoffs. We got to be aggressive. We got to try everything we can to win the games because there's no tomorrow. There's no next game up.
No,
right. It's win or go home.
That's right.
So we got to go to Foxborough and we got to be aggressive. And the bottom line is, if you lose being aggressive, you lose. But at least you were trying to win.
Right.
You can't be going down there being conservative, being scared, thinking you can't win. It's the same thing on the defensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm. The bottom line is for them, their main target is going to be Julian Edelman. Mm-hmm. So you got to have somebody who's going to be able to cover him. Whether it's going to be, and I don't know who we got that can really cover him. If Adoree' Jackson is not there to take somebody away from the outside.
Yeah, and so, you got that. You got Philip Dorsett. You got the rookie from Arizona State.
And you got Mohamed Sanu.
You got James White coming out of the backfield. You got Sony Michel
coming out of the backfield.
Leading rusher, 838 yards. Edelman's over 1,000 yards. Brady threw for 3,800 yards. So, it's the Patriots. Right?
It's the Patriots.
But we can beat them. They can be beat. This is the year that they look like they are vulnerable. I'm serious. This is the year.
They showed the interesting stat on the game during the game today. Like when the Patriots don't get that bye, they're like 3-3 in the playoffs, and they don't make the Super Bowl.
And I agree that somebody just mentioned we got a quarterback that can spread the ball around and make plays.
But
that's the difference.
Let's remember one thing though. It's his first playoff game.
It is, but guess what? He's beat Tom Brady before. So let's put that out there.
All right.
So let's put that out there.
So now, I'm not going to be your David Downer on that. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
So as we look at the game, though, here's the keys. And we got to run the ball. Derrick Henry's got to be 20-plus carries. 20-plus.
Yeah.
20-plus carries.
Yeah.
You got to be.
Well, the one thing that helps us out, in all honesty, when you stop and think about it, is that defense is smart.
Yeah.
They're very well disciplined.
That's right.
But they're also light.
Yep.
So a power running team can give them fits.
Yeah.
We've seen that with Baltimore. We've seen teams that can run the ball effectively gives New England trouble. But the key to me is I'm not so concerned about the offense as I am about our defense.
Right.
Because as it stands right now, over the past, let's put it like this: since we've been on this winning streak, where we've won, 7-3 since Tannehill has been in there.
Yeah.
The worst part of the team has been the defense.
That's right.
And I'm like, it's driving me up the wall,
man. That's right, Dion. That's right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I can't say that publicly, man. Yeah. But you're right, Dion. That's the thing about it. But here's the thing: we all know Belichick. Mm-hmm. He's gonna take away.
He's gonna take away something.
Something.
Yep.
Now the question is, he's gonna come out and try to take away Derrick Henry.
Yep.
That's gonna be because that's what makes our offense go.
That's right.
So that's why having Humphreys out there is going to be important. Corey Davis, A.J. Brown, Tajay Sharp, Jonnu Smith. Mm-hmm. The short passing game is going to have to work on them, and you're going to be able to take what they give you. You can't. We've had big plays and everything. We've made big plays, but Ryan Tannehill, you can't hold the ball too long because they got good pass rushers.
Yeah,
and we already know our offensive line is not the best pass blocking line out there. We're better when we're running the ball.
That's right.
When we run the ball and we do play action, we're a lot better. But if we got to throw the ball 30, 40 times, it's going to be a rough night because Tannehill holds the ball too long.
You already mentioned it somewhat, but play action and roll in the pocket. If we got problems with protecting Tannehill, you got to roll the pocket. You got to get him out of the pocket. That's going to be the second thing. Third thing, and somebody's already mentioned, we got to get pressure on Brady. We got to get him off his spot. We got to stop running that slot corner blitz so much. Run some more exotic stuff, and maybe he held it back. Maybe
I don't know, but
he's got to run some different stuff.
But here's my thing about it, and this is the problem I have with what we're running right now, and you saw it today too. The fact of the matter is, you just. I don't understand how they're running these stunts and they're running it right into the heart of the protection. I'm like, nobody's getting open. It's really driving me crazy. So, but the thing about it is, it's just going to. Bottom line is, we got to go up there and win. And the bottom line is, if we win there, then it's on to Baltimore.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be rough, man.
And the last couple of things I think that we need to do to win is to limit the big plays by Brady and those shots. We need to limit those. Yeah, and then, in my opinion, we need to play press coverage. That's my opinion.
Well, we need to play this team. If we play zone against Brady, he's gonna kill us.
Yeah,
he's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, you play zone against him, he'll pick you apart every time.
That's right.
You got to be able to play man to man. You got to watch out for the rub routes because one thing they like to do is to rub Julian Edelman on the underneath routes, crossings, and everything. And if you get behind him, he's going to abuse you every time. They killed Kansas City with that play, and when they played them last year in the playoffs, they just couldn't even stop it.
I'm with you, Frank. We got this, man. We got this. This is the year. This is the time, and this team is built for this time of year.
Yeah, it's built for it now.
And it's exciting. We got playoff football.
Man. We playing in January, man.
Playing in January, and what better way to go on the road to defend the Super Bowl champs in the first week? I want the best. Look, every time.
I'm always like this. Like I said, we can go up there and win.
Bring it.
We just got to go up there and not play conservative.
Bring it.
That's my concern. We've played conservative way too many times this season, and that bothers me. Let's get out there. Let's be aggressive. Let's go for the win. Because the bottom line is, when you up there playing, there's no tomorrow.
Yeah,
there's no tomorrow. You basically look at it from this standpoint. Everybody's record is 0-0.
Oh yeah,
and everybody
goes out the window.
And we got what we're trying to do. In all honesty, we're trying to go 4-0.
Trying to go 4-0.
4-0.
Exciting football. Yeah. That's right, Dan. We got exciting football for a change here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes.
And just looking back over the season, Grover, as we broke the schedule down in quarters. So, the third quarter of the year was the best, 3-1.
3-1.
Lost to Carolina, then won 4 straight going into the fourth quarter.
Right.
The last one being Oakland. So, 9-7. Yeah, some of us want to be 10-6. We could have been 11-5. It could have been a lot of things that happened. But the bottom line is, win the playoffs and don't mind.
Yeah, and the bottom line is, going back, you look over the season. Yeah, if we make changes in the beginning of the season, if we play better, there was winnable games in the beginning of the season. I mean, we could have beat the Colts back in September.
Yeah.
We could have beat the Bills.
Could have beat the Bills.
We had opportunities. We could have beat Denver.
It's all right.
It's just one of them things where you just had those games. But the bottom line is, we're in the playoffs.
In the playoffs. That's the bottom line.
We're
in the playoffs.
So when you're in, you're in. That's all you want to do. You want to get a shot. That's all Derrick Henry's been talking about.
That's all he's been talking
about. So that's what we need to do, man. It's time to be on, man.
It's time.
Yeah, you're right. Taylor special teams is going to be a big deal. I thought Davis did a pretty decent job today fielding punts.
He made a good catch today. Made a good catch on the high ball. So you got to get a rookie credit, You got to give the kickoff coverage credit. We got kickoffs in the end zone today. Got touchbacks today. Kern was in form today, putting the ball back inside the 10-yard line.
Absolutely.
And so, all that's going to play a part. Darren Bates played today. You can tell the difference. Bates playing today
absolutely.
On the special teams. And so, everything.
Punt coverage was good.
All three phases.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. It's tough to play in New England this time of year. And you know it. And they get some of the graceful calls, I said that way, at home. And so we got to go up there ready to play.
Absolutely. I mean, you just got to go up there ready to play and give it all you got. I mean, like I said, there's no tomorrow. It's one game at a time, literally, and you playing week to week. So you got to go up there and you got to take it.
It's exciting, man.
And it ain't like it can't be done.
No, it ain't like it can't be done.
It ain't like it can't be done now. We can do it.
And so as we look at the playoffs as a whole, of course, we go to the Pats in the 3-6 matchup. We got the Texans hosting the Bills and the Ravens and the Chiefs with the bye. The NFC still hadn't been settled yet because of Seattle and San Francisco. The winner of that game could get
the East is settled.
Yeah, the East is settled because Philadelphia won.
Philadelphia won today. Knocked Dallas out.
So Philadelphia either plays San Francisco or Seattle, depending on who wins that game. And the other,
I was actually hoping the Redskins was going to do us a solid today, but obviously, sorry, Taylor. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But I've been hearing rumors of some changes getting ready to happen in your organization.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But Jabbar, you mentioned something earlier that's really true. We have to give some props to the scouting department.
Yeah.
Because you think about, Roberson coming in, playing well these last two games. Guys stepping up. It has it been great? No. But has it been solid enough to get us wins? Absolutely. Again, we just got to hope that Dean Pease drops this conservative play calling and gets in the playoffs and gets more aggressive.
I think we see Adore play next week. I even think we also see Adam Humphries play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
think they got held out because just want to give him one more week to be healthy and no need to push him.
Jeffrey Simmons played today, Taylor. I think he asked about what was wrong with him. He played today.
He
played pretty good for the most part. Had a few quarterback pressures.
Yeah.
Some few tackles at the line of scrimmage.
They did let AJ McCarron get out of the pocket too much, man.
Yeah, and I don't like that. Yeah. And so again, you got it. Tom Brady's not the swiftest on his feet.
He's not the mobile
so
guy.
We got to get to him.
But you got to remember, he can move.
He can move. They've given up 26 sacks this year, which is not a whole bunch, but he could be got to, and he can be disrupted in the pocket. And we've seen it a lot of, and I can't remember which game it was. It was one of the primetime game, but he was like 17 or 35.
Yeah.
Because they were hitting him. The coverage was tight.
And they were coming up the middle.
Pressing that pocket.
The thing about it, the thing you got to remember, and this is what this defense has got to be prepared for, and what Dean Pease has got to be prepared for. Tom Brady leads the league in balls thrown away.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they only have like 26 sacks.
That's right.
Because he throws the ball away quite a bit. So we just got to be ready for that and be ready to go. Harold Landry, it's his first year playing in the playoffs. Rashad Evans, it's his first year playing in the playoffs. Yeah, I know, man. Go ahead.
I'm glad you brought Harold Landry up.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I know what you're getting ready to say. Go ahead.
I know. I'm not a coach. Never claimed to be a coach. I can coach on a little league level. That's fine. But I understand football, though. I understand that. I will say that.
Yeah.
Why are you putting your best pass rusher in coverage? That is not his strong suit.
No.
I don't understand why he keeps dropping Harold Landry in coverage.
Again.
I'm not saying he can't do it, but his strong suit is rushing the passer.
Well,
okay, I digress. I digress. I got to bring it up. So here we go, man. Dean Pease. Let's get it together. Let's get this defense going.
Yeah.
Let's bring Adoree back out there. Let's get the guys back going and get the defense flowing like it was.
Well, you know those guys who've been hurt over this past month.
Yeah.
Those guys have been hurt this whole month. You know, the one thing they're doing, they want to get in the playoffs. I mean, you think about this was be Adam Humphrey's first playoff game.
Yep.
You know, or Dory Jackson's been there before. The good thing about it is we got players who on the team, young players who played in the Kansas City game and played in the New England game we lost 2 years ago.
Right. So here we are.
So we got guys who understand how playoffs work.
That's right. And here we are going again up there.
Yeah.
The team that beat us 2 years ago on the road.
Yeah.
At their place.
Right.
Time to get the payback.
Yeah, I'm ready. You got to do it.
I'm ready.
You got to do it.
I'm ready. You see now. Hey guys, thank you again for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments.
I'm not gonna call the man senile. I'm
It
just saying, man. He just got to be more aggressive, man. I can't deal with it. You know, I like defense. I like aggressive defense. The tackling has got to be crisp, man.
It's got to be
These
crisp.
guys have got to tackle. That's what I'm saying. Somebody needs to go in on Monday, man, and start hitting the tackling dummy, man, because this is not making any sense. You know, too many missed tackles today. You know, Vrabel said they settled down, which they did. I give them credit, but still
too much.
Too much, man. Too many missed tackles.
And again, you're playing against second and third team guys.
You got to make those tackles.
I understand they're in the NFL for a reason because they are. But
you know, the bottom line is, this is what I was afraid of with the defense. In all honesty, you playing against second and third string guys, you thinking, no, they're not going to do much.
That's exactly what happened.
And see, that's the thing. I don't do that.
No.
You know, a good defense goes out there and takes care of business regardless.
But then that still goes back to the coach, the defensive coordinator, the coaching, the scheme.
The scheme was horrible.
Come on, man.
The scheme was horrible.
Come on, man. That's one of my favorite segments, by the way. Come on, man.
The scheme was horrible.
Trying to say, God, no, Dion. That's what I'm saying. You got DBs blitzing, you got linemen dropping their coverage. No,
man.
That's not the strong suit of this team. I will give him this credit though today. I will say this about the defense. He did play more 3-down linemen today with 2 outside linebackers than he has. And it was because of the formation and the personnel that he was running. But you saw what it did.
Yeah.
It solidified the middle, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And isn't that what I've been... You know, Jeffrey Simmons, Daquan Jones, Jarrell Casey, you put up those three... Nothing's going up the middle, man.
No, and we saw it. We saw it, right? We saw it. We saw how effective it is. And
but all I know is this: the whole team has got to come to play.
You got to,
because you're going to New England. The crowd's going to be rough. Offensively, Derrick Henry's got to. That offensive line got to be ready to run block. The power running game has got to be in full effect for us to have a chance. And Ryan Tannehill's got to be efficient in the passing game and take what the defense is giving him. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to see any long plays from this team unless you get something like they did today where you throw an 11-yard pass to A.J. Brown and he breaks it to the house. You know, and if that happens, you're going to see Belichick, you know, jackson people up on the sideline.
Yeah, and I think it might have been Dion, it might have been Will. Apologize for that, but one of them made a comment and said, you know, Belichick's going to make adjustments during the game.
Absolutely.
And we've got to match those adjustments.
Absolutely.
This game here is more cerebral to me than anything else.
Oh, yeah,
because
absolutely.
of how New England makes the adjustments.
Yeah.
To shut down one side of the offense or the other.
Yeah.
And so this is when you got to be able to...
If you're doing something consistently, Belichick is going to take that away in game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He see you successful with something, he's going to take that away. Yeah. He's going to make you go to something else. So Arthur Smith has got to be ready to adjust in the middle of the game.
You got to be ready to counterpunch.
You got to be ready.
It's a heavyweight fight
because he's going to make a change.
You take a blow, you better counterpunch.
You got to go with something else. He's going to take something away from you that you were doing successful in the game. So you better be ready to go to something else that you can use that's going to work out because you got too many weapons on this team and you got a quarterback that's willing to get the ball to him.
So, guys, again, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustment. I see you, Cam. Alabama Roll Tide. Derrick Henry. Russell Champ. That's my man right there, Cam Langford. Alabama fan.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You got to give him a shout out for Derrick
Henry. Hey, man, look, we've been saying about him the whole time he's been here. I mean, he had, 32 carries today? 31?
32 carries.
Yeah, 32 carries, 211 yards. They released the beast, man. He won the rushing record. You know, got the rushing title.
1,500 yards.
1,500 yards, you know, I mean, you know, if it was based on a team, you know, for the team, you know, he's the MVP of the team. You know, A.J. Brown, legitimate shot for Rookie of the Year. So,
Tannehill, probably the comeback player of the year.
Without a doubt, I think.
No doubt.
No doubt. So, you know, It's gonna be interesting, man.
So, guys, again, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Eddie Arnell, G Witt.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
Once we see
playoffs,
the time
baby.
Of the game,
Playoffs.
Saturday, Sunday, we'll put out the time of the show when it'll come on because we got to see when the game is going to be.
Absolutely.
Again, it'll be Saturday or Sunday, and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
we'll
hopefully
send something
it's on
out.
Sunday.
We'll put something out and we'll be ready to talk about this win.
Yeah.
Over the Patriots.
Yeah.
We coming, man.
We got to go out there and do the job, man.
Dion, you asked it last week, man. I told you, man. The talent is there.
Hey, we said it, man.
Together.
The talent is there. We've been saying that since the draft, really. So
Yeah, go back and look at it.
We've been saying it since the draft because we talked about that receiving room at the draft when they got AJ Brown.
Yeah. Like most talent we've had around here since it's been a while.
It's been a while. And that's probably the most talented receiver room we've ever had.
Yeah.
Overall.
If we can get just a little bit more healthy in the secondary for the playoffs, I think we'll be.
Absolutely.
That's what those doubters, man. I know, man. I know you with us, man.
I know you with us,
roll
man.
with us, man. Get the hot wings ready. That's right.
That's it,
Get
baby.
the hot wings ready. We are playoff bound. Going to New England. It's upset time. It's spoiler alert. Hey, I'm in, man. We ride. Get on this train. Now I've been telling people get on this train because we finna roll with this thing. This train is rolling.
Oh, you can see the bandwagons jump on, man.
Yeah,
Everybody, the bandwagoners are going to be jumping on, man.
Come out.
But that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. They know, like I said last week, we know who the true fans are. Yeah. They're going to be there week in and week out. Yep. We may criticize when we lose, but we're also going to pat them on the back when we win.
That's right. Let's enjoy this ride. And we know the true fans because they come on our show, man. They support the show. So appreciate it again for another season of Halftime Adjustment, Season 2, 2019. Thank you, guys. We couldn't do it without y'all coming on here with us and giving us the comments and support. And again, we'll let y'all know about the show for next weekend, depending on when the game is and the time of the game.
We're on the New England, baby.
We're on the game
live.
Live. We're going to enjoy this ride, Dion. You right.
That's right.
NLL, G Witt, Halftime Adjustments. And y'all be right here with us, man, next weekend. Appreciate you. Peace.